report is written to indicate one of cultural heritages of Hong Kong, and our group topic is Upstairs Bookshop in Hong Kong. The Upstairs Bookshop is a symbol of Hong Kong's unique cultural heritage. It refers in general to the bookshops located in shopping malls or above ground floor shops. The Upstairs Bookshop first appeared in the 1950s. Some intellectuals became aware of the absence of traditional culture at that time. They decided to solve this problem by setting up some new bookshops, which was the simplest and most direct method. People at that time treated the Upstairs Bookshop as a means of enlightenment. Most of these bookshops are still located in Central, Causeway Bay, and Mangal these days. However, the circumstance changed a lot compared with old days. Due to the expensive rental price, owners of the bookshops had no choice but to move their shops upstairs during these years. The limitation of space and high rent rate gave birth to the so-called upstairs business culture. These features established a unique character of Hong Kong business culture. The bookshops are struggling to survive these years. Because of the disappearing culture in this modern society, we want more people attaching importance to the dying culture. We hope to prevent it from disappearing, which is the major reason of the survey research. In order to obtain more information about Upstairs Bookshop in Hong Kong, we have distributed a questionnaire and personal interview. During collecting data, we used a random sampling survey. Questionnaire was distributed in paper. 1,200 people have accepted our questionnaires or interview. For example, this is our pen chart of our questionnaires. Here is the result. 90% of people, they thought the upstairs bookshops will eventually disappear, and 5% people thought the upstairs bookshops will remain unchanged and have a bright prospect. After we have finished the survey report, we found that most interviewees thought the upstairs bookshop can represent Hong Kong's cultural heritage in some degree. They thought upstairs bookshops were once an obvious features of our cityscape and unique character of Hong Kong business culture. Doing a cultural business requires an economic mindset. Most of people are not familiar with upstairs bookshop.
In our survey report, we have drawn a conclusion that the cultural heritage of Hong Kong is dying. This is kind of situation is not only happening in Hong Kong, it's a serious and global trend that we should take into account. Based on our report, we can define there are advantages and disadvantages in preserving cultural heritage. Firstly, I will talk about the advantages. The interest in cultural assets today is similar in some ways to actions on behavior of the environment more than 3 decades ago. Like the environment, there is a risk of permanent loss of diversity among the environmental and movable heritage. Efforts to preserve and enhance cultural assets not only reduce the risk, but also they can provide important economic benefits and opportunities for great social cohesion, reinforcing a community identity and strengthening socio-economic aspirations. There's no doubt that the preservation of cultural heritage resources is very important to the development of various culture. Cultural heritage is a witness of where we have come from and where we are. It was rightly stated that the preservation of cultural heritage resources is essential to sustainable development. It recognizes the importance of cultural community and of human history in nourishing social cohesion, a sense of self, of belonging, and of place in a context within which to understand the past and to contemplate the future. Now I will talk about disadvantages. As is known to cultural heritage is based on the assets of our past, and we cherish, want to keep and pass on to the future generations on the outside world. However, preserving cultural heritage it needs time and money of government and the media to enable us to understand better about our increasing demand for access to cultural heritage so that we can manage access better. Otherwise, we can end up with destroying the very items we wish to benefit from. But the point of our group is we should to do present the cultural heritage. If not, we will have nothing left for the following generations to be evaluate and study. Culture is the most valuable thing that God gave to human. We must to take it into consideration seriously.
The third section of our video is the general review of the survey project. In addition, I would like to give several suggestions to the society about how to preserve the upstairs bookshops as well. The real point of our group member is that Hong Kong government should preserve the upstairs bookshops as a kind of special cultural heritage. As I mentioned in the result of our project before, compared with the traditional Hong Kong cultural heritage, such as the Changchou Dachu Festival and the Dragon Boat Festival, the upstairs bookshops would be more representative because of the relationship between the shopkeeper and the intellectuals in Hong Kong. The cultural heritages are the special symbols that could reflect the past, present, and the future of Hong Kong culture. A cultural heritage couldn't always be something that is pleasant, lovable, or exciting, since those are disturbing could also be the cultural heritages. The relocation of the upstairs bookshops and the death of the shopkeeper could easily be summarized as the symbol of the past of Hong Kong culture, or even could be summarized as the symbol of the future of Hong Kong culture. The conclusion was based on the answers collected from some university students. It would be more credible to have more response from all trades and professions if there would be a further research in the future. In addition, a powerful promotion could be helpful for the development of the upstairs bookshops. This may be a solution to stop the upstairs bookshops from disappearing. We believe that there should be some students who are wishing a bright future for the upstairs bookshops. Therefore, help the shopkeepers to do some promotion work would also be helpful.